Hi, George Fasching here, helping you unlock your team's genius. And in this video, I'm covering the definition of done, a very important agreement in Agile product management with Scrum. This is another video in the series Power of 3, where I'm spending just 3 minutes sharing my top 3 tips and encouragement on a particular subject. So in this video, we will spend the 3 minutes and it will start just about now. Right. So when it comes to the definition of done, this is a very important step that you need to work out. It is, if you will, an insurance policy for the product owner. It is a matter of fidelity and quality assurance, and that is the first encouragement. Remember the purpose of the definition of done. It is to ensure that you achieve a consistent, reliable level of fidelity of a product backlog item that you deliver, and it is also a method of assuring the correct level of quality. So that is the purpose. It is important that this is the items meet the criteria that are set out in the definition of done, and if the product owner can verify that the item delivered by the team matches the definition of done, then it can be accepted and potentially released to the user, and then the team has achieved a potentially shippable product increment, as it is called in the technical term. The second tip and encouragement that I'd like to offer to you is that it is very important in the definition of done to be very specific and to have clarity across the team, because that already comes into play when the team is going through backlog grooming, or actually, as we should call it nowadays, backlog refinement, because everything works towards the team achieving the level of quality and fidelity in the definition of done. So it needs to be known from the outset and clear to everyone in the team. So having that specificity and the clarity and saying exactly what it needs to match. So for example, it needs to match all the acceptance criteria in the story. It needs to be able to test according to what is expected in the story, and so on and so forth. Needs to be understood by the whole team and very clear. So last but certainly not least, it is important to appreciate that the definition of done is a living document. So the definition of done that you might have towards the beginning of the life cycle of the product will look very different to the definition of done that you would have grown it to over time as the product grows and matures. So at the very beginning, as a team, when you're really more concerned with validating key assumptions in the product and you're prototyping, then your definition of done will look different to what it is once you have validated product market fit and you are creating feature after feature that creates value for the user, that creates value for the organization, and you are more in a good product delivery flow. That you will have a different definition of done, and the inspect and adapt cycle for the definition of done will be a bit more frequent, I would presume, in the beginning, and it would be then a little bit less regular in the future. So in the beginning, as things change, you might review it every 2 to 4 weeks, and then once things are a bit more stable, it might be sufficient to review it every calendar quarter. And with that, we are at the end of time for the definition of done, Power of 3 episode. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any thoughts or comments on the video, please share them down below. And also please like, share and subscribe to the video and channel. I am looking forward to sharing more with you, and all the best for the practice with your team. Until next time, thank you very much and bye-bye.